Hello, food lovers. Welcome back to Star's Kitchen, where I bring you the flavors of Nigeria right in your kitchen. Today, I'm cooking a true Nigerian classic, catfish stew, or as we call it, catfish pepper stew. This dish is bursting with bold spices, fresh ingredients, and all deliciousness you can imagine. If you've ever dreamed of tasting a stew that's rich, spicy, and just full of flavor, then you are in for a treat. I'll be using succulent catfish, perfectly seasoned with a blend of Nigerian spices that will make your taste buds dance. I will guide you through every step of this mouth-watering recipe, from preparing the catfish to simmering the stew to perfection. I'm talking about vibrant flavors, hearty textures, and a dish that is sure to impress family and friends alike. So roll up your sleeves, get ready to spice things up, and let's create a stew that is rich in flavors as it is in tradition. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's dive into this amazing Nigerian culinary adventure. Ready to cook? Let's go! First, I'm going to start by seasoning my catfish. I've already cleaned the fish. It is always good to thoroughly clean your fish with hot water and lime. Some people are of the school of thought that you can use rubbing alcohol to remove the slimy nature of your fish, but I do not recommend. Catfish is low in calories, packed with lean protein, healthy fats and vitamins. It is also low in mercury, according to the US Environmental Protection Agency and FDA. Next, I'll be adding the following seasonings listed on the screen. You can pause and take notes. The essence of this much seasoning is because I want as much seasoning as possible to get into the fish, to bring out the natural flavors that will make our stew bursting with bold flavors. I'm going to rub in the spices well into the fish, ensuring that all sides of the fish are covered in the spices. It is very important to take this step seriously because it helps to make the fish and the stew tastier. Next, I'll cover the fish with a plastic wrap and set it aside to marinate, preferably in the refrigerator. It is recommended to perform this step at least 3 hours before your cooking time. I prepped mine overnight. While that is marinating in the refrigerator, I will now prep my peppers. I'll be using fresh red bell peppers, fresh tomatoes, and onions. I will drizzle it with olive oil before I roast it in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. This is 45 minutes after. You can roast this for longer if you want the water to further dry out. Next, I'll blend this all up. I like to blend it for about 5 to 7 minutes on high speed. This is because I like my stew with a very smooth texture. If you don't mind having a rough texture in your stew, you can blend this for a shorter time. I will transfer this into my saucepan and onto the stove. For now, I'll be letting the pepper mixture cook all by itself. I did not add oil first into it because I want it to cook for a little while to reduce the water in it and the sour taste that comes from fresh tomatoes. After it boils down, I will then go in with my olive oil. Note that you can use whatever oil of your choice, but please try and be mindful of the quality of oil since the whole essence is to keep it as healthy as possible. I'll give this a good mix and allow it to boil for just about 5 to 10 minutes. Note that at this point, I'm not going to be covering the pot. I need the pot to boil on a very low heat while it's open to enable the water further evaporate. While that is boiling, I'll then go in with my seasoning cubes, cayenne pepper, and a pinch of salt. I'm very mindful of the fact that the fish is heavily seasoned. So I'm only going to add just the right amount of seasoning cubes that will complement the initial one. I'll give it a good stir and allow it to cook for just about 2 to 3 minutes before adding in my seasoned catfish. This fish has marinated for over 12 hours, and you can be sure that the taste has really gotten into the fish itself. So all I'm going to do is have this boil on a very low heat. Because I'm not going to be giving this stew any form of stirring, I'm not going to stir it at all. I'm just going to ensure that the fish is thoroughly immersed into the pepper so that every part of it cooks and it cooks evenly. So I'm going to cover this up and allow it to cook for about 20 to 30 minutes on a very low heat. Now I gave it a taste and realized that it needed more seasonings, so I go in with that and just a little more salt. I'm still not going to stir this, but I would give it only a little nudge to be sure that it doesn't burn underneath the saucepan. I'm going to still let this cook for another 15 minutes on a low to medium heat. This is because I want the fish to boil evenly and get done evenly. Even the center of the fish needs to be well done. So after I give it a nudge, I'm going to cover it up and let it cook for another 15 minutes. 15 minutes after, there you have it, our catfish stew. Let me know if you're going to be giving this a try and what you're going to be having it with. Please let me know in the comment section. Here, I'm going to be having mine with cauliflower rice that I made in a previous video. I'll be linking the video on here on how to make cauliflower rice from scratch. Be sure to watch it, and if you did enjoy this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're still watching up until this time, type the word catfish in the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the post notification so that you get to know when I upload a new video. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.